Welcome to the wedding show. I'm Shelley with Shelley Armstrong Events, and I'd like to welcome you. Hope you guys all had a fabulous weekend. I'd like to welcome our first guest today. We have Brandy Orth from the County Clerk's Office. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So one of the things about when you're planning your wedding, you have all these details and you get so excited about your flowers and your photography and your video and your food and your dress. I mean,
Important stuff.
very important things. Well, one of the things that kind of pop up and people kind of forget about is, oh, we have to have a license for this. You actually do have to have a license to get married. There's no test that you have to take or anything like that.
No.
But you do have to have this license and you have to obtain it. And so Brandy's here to kind of walk through the process of obtaining a marriage license with you all today. So again, thank you for being here and sharing this very valuable information with our guests today.
Yeah, there's a little legality thing going on here with marriage licenses, and so it's really important that both the proposed husband and wife come and visit us in person, and you have to bring some very specific identification with you. And so our office, the County Clerk's Office, issues all of the marriage licenses. We're located at 2221 Kern Street. We're open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4. Very important. Come when we're open. And you need to both come, and you need to provide a government-issued ID with a picture. And so that could be your driver's license is the most common of them, or a passport or a green card. Or if you don't have such a thing, then you'll want to bring your birth certificate and another type of ID. Sometimes credit cards have your photo on it with your name on it. Something else that we can ascertain who you are. And there's two types of marriage licenses. I don't know if many people know this. One is considered a public license, and one is considered a confidential license. And they basically do the same thing. They have a little bit different requirements. The public is the most common. And it's $58 to purchase that one, and you just have to show your documentation and fill out the paperwork, and we can issue you a marriage license. The confidential means that you have to also do those same things. The fee is $69, but you have to be living as husband and wife together for a period of time. And the biggest difference between the two of them is, after you get married, many times you will need a certified copy of your marriage license for Social Security or insurance or other important activities. If you get a confidential license, only the two parties involved may ask for a copy of that or by a court order. So if you get into a possibly tricky health situation or something, you need to really think about if you really want to get a confidential license. But most people get the public, and it works out really well. And so we will issue you your license right away. And it's good for 90 days. You'll have to have your ceremony within 90 days. You can get your license from anywhere in the state. If you're a Fresno resident, of course, we would love to see you at my office. But if you want to go to a different county and get your license, that's fine. The rules are still the same. Once you are issued a marriage license, then you may go anywhere in the state to get married, and you may have whatever kind of ceremony you would like, civil or religious or whatever. It's really important when we issue your marriage license, and we'll give you all these rules, whoever is actually performing your ceremony, and there are only specific people allowed to have the legal right to perform these ceremonies, will sign as the officiant on your marriage license, and you need to return that to where you bought it. So if you bought it from my office, then you need to return it to us or to that other county. And then what happens is those licenses get filed with the Fresno County Recorder. And then when you need a copy, you would just go to their office and fill out a few papers, and then...
So they go to the recorder's office,
Yes.
not the clerk's office?
Correct.
Right. Okay.
The county clerk's office only keeps the confidential licenses.
Okay.
And again, it's a very narrow group of people that may get copies of the confidential licenses.
Right.
And so, but basically the same. And Fresno County issues about 6,000 marriage licenses a year.
Wow.
Of course,
That's crazy.
now you know that California honors marriages of all kinds.
Yes.
And so we welcome anyone who would like to enter into marriage to join us. We also provide a service where We could perform the ceremony in our office. We have a little ceremony room, and we can do a civil ceremony, and that's totally at your option. And, oftentimes people have quite elaborate plans, and that's terrific. So it's just another service that we offer in case anyone would like to use that.
In case you have someone who decides, no, let's just get this done now.
Right.
And they can go down there. You can register for your license.
Yes.
Get it and get married within probably an hour.
Yeah, depending upon, Mondays and Fridays are very busy in our office,
right.
especially in the afternoon. So if you're planning, probably another time would be better.
Right.
But we try to go through our customers as quickly as we can, but we can provide all of those services for you.
All the services in-house, which makes it really nice because there are many people who do just want to
Right.
just get married
Right.
and get it done and
Well,
not go
and-
through all the hoopla, and that's fine. You
It's
know?
interesting because our customers who come in and then want to have their ceremony here in the office range from wearing, jean shorts and a T-shirt to we have several brides come in full wedding gowns with their families. So we can accommodate all of them, and we're happy to share that special day with them.
So if someone wanted to come down there and just get married on site, and they wanted to bring their immediate family, do you have a number of how many guests they can have with them?
Right now our room is a little on the small side, and so we can probably accommodate about 10 guests.
Okay.
And
Mom, dad, brothers, and sisters.
exactly,
Got it done.
immediate family and
Right.
few small children would fit.
Right. Maybe grandma and grandpa as well. So
Exactly.
wonderful. So a couple of the key elements that we want to make sure that we remember here is you have to go together.
Yes.
And I've even had couples say, well, can't I just go down and pick up our license? No, you do have to go together.
Right.
Very important. And it's probably to everyone's benefit that way. That way no one's going down and registering for a marriage license without the consent of
Exactly, the other party.
the other party. Absolutely. So it's a good thing. So the hours, I know that when I tell our clients to go down there, we always say get there right at 8:30
Yes.
so that you're in and out. And usually they're in and out of there less than an hour.
That's
so you
good.
guys are pretty efficient with your timing when you get
Good.
there early, which is always a good thing to hear. And let's go over a couple of things. They have to have picture ID.
Yes, government-issued
Government-issued ID, okay.
Could be a variety of things. Driver's license, most common, passport, green card, or if you don't have those things, birth certificate and another form of ID with your photo on it.
With the picture on there.
Also, if either of the parties had been previously divorced, you need to bring your date of divorce filings with you because that's a question that's asked on the form.
Okay. And I know that I've had to deal with that one before. Now, do they obtain those? What if they don't have a record of those? Do they obtain those through you?
No, so most, it depends where you actually were divorced at. If you were in Fresno County, of course, I think the Superior Court website could help you with that information.
Okay.
But usually somebody has something that has a date on it or they remember that day
Right,
and can
okay.
share it with us.
Okay, fabulous. And let's see, so what are some of the other key important elements here?
Well,
so,
one thing that's changed that people are beginning to learn is no blood tests are required anymore. So really, all we're telling you to bring is all that you need to bring. And so no blood tests. It makes it really simple.
and quick, and I bet you don't have to go through as much orange juice.
Yeah, exactly.
So wonderful. Okay, so 90 days is the other one. So within 90 days of your wedding date, that's the time where you want to get in there and get that marriage license. So if you've got your date set, your invitations are good to go, you know you're not changing that, you can go anytime from 90 days out.
Correct.
Okay,
Right. Once we
fantastic.
issue the license, you have to have the ceremony finished within 90 days. And then we urge you to immediately have the officiant sign it and then also return it back to the correct county.
Okay, and that's another point that's really good because a lot of times, if you have a small destination wedding over on the coast or down in Southern California or Northern California, or if you're from those areas and coming back home here to Fresno to get married, excuse me, you can get your license at any county clerk's office.
Yes.
And it's good in the state of California. So that's another very, very important one to remember.
Exactly.
So,
You just have
okay.
to return it to them.
To the office in which you
Exactly,
got it.
because that's
Okay.
the county that will file it for you.
Okay, fantastic. Well, wonderful. And now, what other items are important when people go down there. I know people kind of get a little bit nervous
Yes.
about going down there and getting their license because it starts to make it very real.
Oh, yeah, I would imagine it would. So
Yes.
one thing that the brides will want to consider before they come down to us is, what name are you going to use after you're married?
Good point.
You know, there is a law that says that you don't have to have the same names. You may hyphenate your name. You may take the groom's name, whatever you would like. But those are decisions that you really should think about and decide before you arrive on our doorstep ready to fill out the papers.
Right.
Because once you fill out the paper and the license is issued, there is no issuing a correction for a corrected name. That's not allowed, and so you'll want to do that first time.
Okay, fantastic. Well, let's let everyone know, Brandy, again, how to find you and the county clerk's office.
And so it's at 2221 Kern Street. We're between L and M south of Tulare. And we're open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4. And we look forward to helping make your special day really special.
Fantastic. Well, Brandy, thanks again for being here. And make sure you put getting your license on your calendars, on your planning calendars. So, all right, well, thank you again for being here. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.